Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ami Job and I am from the Gambia, but I stay in Scotland. And today is International Women's Day, and I want to give you guys some tutorial on how to tie this hair tie for the women especially. But also, I want to talk about stuff here that can benefit both men and women. But yeah, mainly this video is dedicated for International Women's Day for women all over the world. So yeah guys, welcome, and this video is gonna be raw and unedited. So yeah, just for you to know that I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna post it the way it is. So I'm gonna try to tie my hair first, like this. These braids are wags. I sell them. If you're interested, just let me know. I sell different beautiful wag braids and just some wags in general, but mainly wag braids. I like wags that look African, you know, and when it's braided they can look very African and beautiful. So normally when you're tying this hair tie, you're gonna have small part here. The small part, you can tuck the end. And now the long part. So the long part is what's gonna do the magic. So you're gonna take this long part and you're gonna do like this. And then you just tuck it in here. Simple and beautiful. See? I love it. I just wanted to show you how to do this for the women, especially if you want to know how to do a quick, cute and beautiful hair wrap. You can try this. But yeah, let's begin the video on this. I'm using my phone, so the camera is on this eyelash door. Okay, let me just start now, guys, and be serious. Okay, so guys, like I said, I want this video to be for Women's Day, and I'm gonna mainly focus on women's, but this video is gonna benefit almost people that are not women even. But yeah, don't forget to like the video. And yeah, so guys, women all over the world right now, the problem we are having is a lot of us, some of us are kind of mixed up because of so many opportunities and so many options for some of us, especially people from the West or people who are unfortunate and come from a poor family, and especially if they're in Africa or third world countries, then they don't have so many opportunities. But still, I believe us humans, we always have opportunities to do good, especially a good for us, a good that is good for us, you know, like eating healthy, drinking water, avoiding certain things, avoiding certain friends and certain stuff that you know is not good for you, you know, and tell the truth and just, you know, those things that when you do it, you'll be safe for the most part, and they're not going to stop you from having what you want in life. It might delay some time because you're taking the right path, but that doesn't mean that you won't get it. I believe anyone can do that and anyone can practice that. It's just a matter of us talking about it and spreading the word. So yeah, guys, this is what I'm going to be talking about today, and just talking about basically self-development, self-love, and for us to look at certain things that we have to change and adopt certain things as well, you know. So yeah, I'm drinking here my organic cafe tuba from Senegal. Ooh, I hope I'm not going to drop it. I sell this. They are homemade organic coffee. So yummy. But if you like coffee, try not to drink coffee too much. It's not really good to drink too much coffee, especially if your coffee is not organic. And anytime you drink a glass of coffee, I normally have 1 glass a day, and 1 cup a day, but I normally drink lot of water. But sometimes I can stay a couple of days without coffee, even like 1 week. I've not drank coffee for like a week or more. Sorry, only when I'm at college I drink it. I go to college 2 days a week. But last week there was no college, so then I did not drink coffee. Yeah, so that's right. I've not drank coffee last week. But yesterday I drank one at college. But today I'm drinking my organic one, which I should be taking to school after Ramadan. Ramadan starting soon, and I want to be fasting. So guys, I hope Ramadan is here and that you guys are going to fast as well, especially if you're Muslim. But even if you're not Muslim, even if it's not Ramadan, you can look up fasting and try to fast. It's extremely good for your health and very good for if you want to lose weight in general, or if you want to learn self-discipline, you can start from fasting. It's going to discipline you. You're looking at the food and you're not going to touch it. You're hungry, you want it, and you're not going to take it. Fasting is the number one self-discipline, something that anyone that want to learn self-discipline, learn to master fasting, especially if you want to improve your health or weight loss or both. But yeah, let's jog on to the topic. So guys, us women, like I was saying, we have a lot of opportunities sometimes. And sadly, some of us, even though we don't have a lot of opportunities, we don't have the right information or the right behavior that is programmed, within us, or the right influences that can make us know our worth and value. But people that know their worth and their value, even if they have no any opportunity, they will not choose the wrong thing. They're always going to look at themselves, look at their tomorrow, know their worth, know their value. No money, or nothing will make them do certain things. No amount of loneliness will make them have the wrong friends or go to wrong places. Nobody can convince them to do something. Certain things, especially. Because they know their worth, they know their value, and they have discipline, and they know how to say no to certain things, and they know what to say no to. And whenever they see a good opportunity that is good for them, they will take it. Even if it's a word, doesn't matter who they hear it from, doesn't matter they read it from a book, or they watch a movie, or they watch a video, or they hear it from somebody. They know this makes sense, they're going to adopt it, they're going to do it. If they hear something that doesn't make sense, they won't agree, they won't do it. This is what we have to be talking about and promote this all over the world. But especially for us Black African women, or just Black women in general. Most of us, but especially us Black African women, most of us come from Africa, or just have this African way of life that most of us don't know our worth and our value. That's the truth. Now, I know some women here or some women all over the world are not African, and they also have to learn that. I understand. I am aware of that. But I'm going to focus this particular part of the topic on us Black African women, or just Black women in general all over the world. I don't know where we get this from. I don't know, it was because of the past, what happened. I don't know. But a lot of us don't know our worth and our value. That's the truth. That's why our community is rampant with the skin bleaching. It's rampant with people buying clothes that they cannot afford, going to a party or a program that they shouldn't be going. They don't even want to go there, or they don't even like the person, or they're not even in the mood. But they'll go and they'll buy stuff that they cannot afford, or they'll empty their bank account to go just so people can be like, oh, look at this person. Oh my God, look at them. They're the best. They're this, they're that. People are buying love. People are buying acceptance. And you have to only accept and love yourself. That's the original love and original acceptance. And once you have that, you'll be so relaxed, because you're not going to rely on humans to give you that. Humans cannot really give you that, especially if they have to give you that all the time. Because it's, for the most part, you have to do what they want you to do, or agree with something in order for them to give you that. If you cannot do that, they cannot. And for the most part, what they're going to want you to agree with or to do is not going to favor you all the time. You understand this? That's why you don't have to rely on humans to give you acceptance and to love you, like to show you that you're somebody. I'm not saying you should just be like, I don't care, I don't want nobody to love me or something, or just whatever, and just randomly just like going crazy or just abandoning everyone for no reason. I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. So a lot of us don't come from home, and even all over the world in general, a lot of people don't grow up learning what self-love is, what self-acceptance is, what is knowing your self value is. A lot of people don't grow up like this. That's why people talking about this for the last few years now. And a lot of people still, when they hear the word self-love or self-worth or something like this, they just like, like, it's almost like they don't want to hear the word, like it does something to them, And this is the best word that people should learn and understand. What is it? Self-love doesn't mean just someone that is like, oh, I look beautiful, I love myself. No, that is part of it, but that's not the only thing. Self-love and self-acceptance, to me, is just knowing your worth, knowing who you are, loving yourself the way you are made of, the way you are made. But not just love yourself, for example, and then you have to, for example, if you're like me, you like food and you don't like to exercise too much. You're like, oh, I'm going to stay like this, keep eating, and I'm not going to exercise. Knowing fully well that those two don't go together. Either you can eat and exercise, but still try to eat healthy at least, or you at least calm down with the unhealthy eating, even if you don't exercise. Like, for example, you have certain condition that you cannot move, you cannot do anything. You know what I mean? God forbid. But if you know you can move and eat, then move and eat. Or even if you're going to move, still be clever with the eating. Do like I'm doing. I like healthy and unhealthy food. And I mix both. So keep mixing both. For example, this coffee has sugar. But I had my lunch, and my lunch is very healthy, and I've not ate breakfast because I'm doing intermittent fasting. Some people saying that you have to eat breakfast, you have to eat lunch, dinner, but I like intermittent fasting. I did a lot of research about it over the years. A lot of people are doing it. A lot of health professional people talk about how it's good for you, especially if you want to be healthier and to lose weight. Which is, you wake up in the morning, you don't eat until like 12 or 1. And you have a healthy meal, and then you have your last meal. Your second meal is going to be your last meal, and you're going to have it before 7 if you can, especially if it's something like rice or something heavy. I normally have it like 3 o'clock or 4 or 5 when it's rice, but I also make sure I don't eat rice all the time now. So that's my goal, to master not eating rice every time, and especially rice with too much oil and stuff. It's yummy, but if I keep eating that and I don't know how to eat small portion, it's not good for me. So, for example, know that this is what I want. For example, me, what I want is, I don't want to grow old like I'm going to be 50 years old or more. I'm 43 now. I don't want to be 50 years old or more and I can't move. If, God forbid, people say run, or just nothing to do with God forbid, even if it's peaceful day, nice sunny day, you want to be able to run with your grandchildren, or just run with children. I love children. Play with them, run along, or just walk fast, exercise, or just be able to walk 5 or 6 kilometers without stopping, because you can do it. I want to be those type of old person. I don't want to be an old person that cannot walk 1 or 2 kilometers, cannot breathe, for example. And then other stuff the same. If you know, for example, you want to be married and you're a man or you're a woman, doesn't matter. Focus on learning, for example, how to tell the truth, learning how to eat healthy also and move around, so you can be fit and healthy, and it's going to help you with a positive mind as well. That's going to help your marriage as well. Yeah, learn to tell the truth, learn to be romantic, loving, caring, playful, but also at the same time, you know how to tell the truth, and you know how to have your boundaries, and don't be embarrassed about your boundaries and the stuff you want and don't want. So you can make it clear for the person. For example, like, you have to program yourself for what you want. And for example, if you want to have a certain job or certain thing that you want to do as a person, and like work-wise or hobby-wise, go and learn that. Don't be embarrassed or don't be beg. For example, I'm back to college because I want to be a writer. It's my dream to know how to write properly and master the skill of writing, so I can write my own story of underage, arranged marriage, and other stuff, and all of these things I'm talking about and more. That's why I'm back now to college, learning English. You see, it's not easy. For example, as an adult, you have to go back to college learning English, and the college I'm going is far away from my house. You see, it's easy to give up. It's easy for me to right now to be like, oh, I can speak and I can read a little bit. I can do my day-to-day life with my little English. So let me just continue. A lot of people are like me, or even worse when it comes to English or whatever language, whatever country they're in. But they won't learn, even though it can be free to learn or almost next to nothing to learn. And I started learning, for example, since Gambia. I grew up, I've never been to school. I was underage, arranged marriage instead. But I have to pay my niece teacher to teach me that alphabet sound when I was over 20 years old. I have to think about that myself and do it. No one was doing it. No one I know that was doing it. I just had to think about it, and I was not the only one that didn't go to school. I come from a family that, from my mom, to my two older sisters and my little sister, it was only my little brother that was going to school. And from year 3, he only studied 3 years. And they had to take him out and put him to Quran school in the village. So nobody was going to school there, but I still have to know that I have to pay my niece teacher to teach me. I mean, the young people were going to school, like my older sister's children, and my last 2 little sisters. But for me and my 2 big sisters and my 1 little sister and my little brother, we weren't going. But I have to think of this. Nobody was doing it, but I have to think that, okay, I can pay the children teacher to teach me just the alphabet sound, for example. So you too, you have to think, for example, if you want this type of career, or you want this, or you want to do this, learn. If you want to be healthier, learn. You want to learn to tell the truth, learn. You want to learn to agree with the truth, learn. Because a lot of our community is full of hypocrisy. When I say hypocrite, people say that I cannot say the word. That is hypocrite. You know what I mean. Hypocrite, I'm used to saying hypocrite, but I know it's hypocrite, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how I say it, you know what I'm saying. Our community is full of people that are fake and agreeing with the wrong, knowing fully well this is wrong. Because when they tell the truth, people punish them for it. People gaslight you. People also argue with you. People also isolate you, hate you, abandon you for telling the truth or agreeing with someone who is telling the truth. This is how sickening our community is. For example, do you guys know in Gambia right now, we have an imam that is the number 1 promoter for FGM for girls. Right now, that imam he's forming his group of people for them to go on the street to demonstrate for FGM to continue, for underage arranged marriages to continue, and all these women rights and women protection rights, that the government have, for that to get out, to stop. So people can marry younger people can FGM the girls and do whatever abuse they want. Can you believe that in this year we are, this 2024? This is March. This is March 2024. I think today is on the 8th of March. People right now, this 2024, every single person, every single community is learning human rights. The people that are normal, they're learning human rights. They're learning protection for children and even adults, to protect them from SA. Nobody should SA them, to protect them from serious child beating that can cause them trauma. And to learn about the consequences of trauma and the person behavior, the person that had trauma, the way they behave. So you will know why you shouldn't promote the trauma. Because I think a lot of them don't know the trauma and what it's doing. But a lot of them, I think, know it. They're just very wicked and too used to the pain that they love it. They become one with the pain. Because I am sure they saw how we cannot have good government. Because even if the president is good, the people working with him cannot be good. Because I see it like our people. If it's 10, every 10, the 2 are the only normal people that without the trauma, or the trauma is not leading them to behave or act or agree with certain things. It's only the 2% that is conscious and are truthful and are genuine, healthy human being with a healthy mind for every 10. That's how I see it, our people across Africa. This is why Africa all look the same. Africa all is the same. The markets are the same. Hospitals are the same. The system is the same. The corruption, the lack of love and respect for women and children. Lack of enough love and respect for women and children. It's not enough. Every single one knows that. Across Africa, every country have the same problem. The anger. People get angry quickly. People revenge, insane way of revenging. People get unalive people for little things. Even unalive themselves for little things. By using bad stuff, bad chemical, bad food. And you try to tell them about good food, they think you're crazy. When you put your video on and you're talking about healthy food, you're like, eat some moringa, drink some moringa or eat it. You can cook with it or drink it as a tea. Hibiscus, you can drink it as a tea or as a juice. Even moringa, you can drink it as a juice too. Baobab, you can drink it as a tea, like hot with water and honey especially. Or you can also drink it with juice or eat it with porridge or something like this. You talk about healthy tea like tinkiliba, mbor. I sell these things, by the way. But right now, I don't have enough of the baobab. But I still have a little bit of the hibiscus. And I have the tinkiliba, the mbor, and the moringa powder. You try to tell them sungufilaro na munko in Mandinka. That is the leaf of the baobab tree. It's slimy though. If you like okra and slimy thing, you'll be able to eat it. You can cook with it again, or you can drink it with just little bit of warm water and some honey or sugar, so it's easy to swallow, or you can just swallow it alone. Very extremely good for your health, especially when you have fatigue, tiredness, or when you are exhausted. Like for example, you went for a marathon run or something, and you're exhausted and you have that sore tummy, that tiredness, your body's tired. You drink this leaf. It's slimy, like I said. It's gonna be like so, but you have to mix a little bit with water and just quickly drink it. It's easy to drink. The best for your health. I sell this thing. A lot of people call it crazy or too local or ew, I can't eat that. Ew. What they're gonna eat unhealthy every day. As much as drinking this coffee with sugar is good, I can drink all of these things I told you with no sugar. At least. When I have, for example, a glass of this coffee with sugar, and then I have these things I told you without sugar. And then I've been drinking a lot of water before this, and I'm going to continue drinking a lot of water. At least we mix it. But when you try to talk about healthy food or self-love, self-acceptance, why we shouldn't bleach our skin, we have black children that are beautiful looking at us, looking up to us, or just the community children in general. But these things are also very ugly, and they're going to ruin your skin. They're going to give you skin cancer, and they're very hot. When you apply this and the weather is hot, oh my God, the bleaching cream. Also, they smell horrible. Also, is the number one insulting yourself and racist towards yourself and self-enemy kind of a behavior. When you talk about this, because you're talking for the young people to not think this is normal and going to start doing it. They call you names and say that you're very bad and that you're evil. That's why you're saying that you're insulting them and that you're bullying them. They're only thinking about them. The women, when you talk about, you can dance, but don't dance really bad, really horrible in a poo-pourri way of dancing. We have young people who are more beautiful than us. And we want them to focus. Learning their career. Learning how to know their self-worth and self-dignity. Learning how to have a good life and stay away from the horrible stuff that is all over the world right now, like drug, alcohol, chemical stuff. Even vaping, you think is nothing. It's very damaging for your lungs and your brain and your overall health. They still cannot finish all the researches that they have to do for vaping. It can cause so many different cancer and brain damage. That vaping alone that you think is nothing. Cigarette, the same. Weed, drug, alcohol, all of these addictions that are on now. Porn addiction, sex addiction. Feeling sorry for yourself addiction. Depression addiction. Either you have genuine trauma that causes you depression, or you just create the depression because you hear people saying I'm depressed and you're looking for attention at the wrong place. Especially for young people nowadays. I'm not saying everyone that says that they're creating, so just bear with me. Even some adults might be, because they feel like, oh, you can be depressed from anything. Even this weather in Scotland, if you are not very positive, it can create you depression. Lack of sunshine is going to give you depression. Lack of vitamin D, especially if you don't have sunshine and you don't also eat vitamin D food, but mainly you don't drink good vitamin D tablet. You're going to have depression. By the way, even if the sun is not out all the time, whenever you see the sun out, run and have some sunshine, even if it's 5-10 minutes, especially early morning sunshine. And if you can walk early morning, even if it's 3-4 days a week, you walk for at least 20 to half an hour, walk really fast and walk back in the morning with the sunshine. Extremely good for your health. And when you combine this with eating healthier and go to bed early, you're ready to go. Try this and you'll see. But yeah, just want us to know that we don't have to say that, for example, we cannot talk about certain things because when you talk, people will be angry. For example, even the way I mentioned that some people create the depression, especially some of these young people, or even some adults. Some people will be angry that I say that. Me saying that I grew up and I have massive stress, genuine stress growing up. So I'm not saying this because I'm bullying you, so just calm down. What I mean is that lot of people, especially the young people, some of them saying, I'm depressed because of school or weather, or I don't look like this, or I was bullied, or I don't have this, or I'm worried too much for my tomorrow. This is why also I don't like some adults that are making the children to not be disciplined and ambitious for tomorrow. They always talk about negative stuff when it comes to tomorrow for the children. They always like, oh, global warming, oh, this and that, oh, World War III, oh, this, oh, that. How the children will be happy? When you look at history, long time ago, the people, they used to think that by now people will be starving because the population will be very, very much, too much people. I was learning that at college yesterday. Or maybe the day on Tuesday. I can't remember either it was yesterday or Tuesday when we learned that. I think it was Tuesday. But either Tuesday or yesterday. We learned that one of the person that wrote a book long time ago, he was writing that by now people were supposed to have no food because the whole world will be overpopulated and no food. And look at it now. We have more food. It's just that people eating more than they're eating even. And they hate the healthy food, choosing the wrong food. So do you think we have food problem, or we have human brain problem that we cannot learn how to love and respect ourselves and our body to be able to give it the food they deserve? So please, no one really know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's the reality. We don't even know if tomorrow will come, like we will make it. Not to mention to know exactly what's going to happen. Let's just be positive and motivate the young people, and don't put fear in them making videos, fearful videos, or just talking to them fearful talk. When they're talking about that, some young people are passionate about the future, and sometimes they learn about bad stuff about the future. Let's just calm down and be positive, please, and calm them down if they've been negative about it. For example, when people talking about pollution, the world, look at the pollution, look at this climate change. But people are making electric car now, and that's helping. To me, the other thing that is going to help, again, is human brain is the solution. Us have to buy too much clothes that we don't need. Especially jeans. Recite the effort it takes to make one pair of jeans. How that's going to damage the world. Recite that. And the chemical they use to make the food, the clothes, you have to even wash it before you wear it. They're not good for your body, especially when you don't shower in the evening before bed. You continue to wear that all day, continue to go to bed like that with the chemical on your body. The chemical in bad food. To me, I think we have to calm down with the buying too much food, especially packaging food, because then the factory will continue to make it, continue to damage the world. I think we have to learn how to make nice, healthy, homemade food. And we don't even have to make brand new food all the time. Sorry. maa ngi defar video. But léegi tamit pare. We don't have to, for example, sorry, my son. We don't have to make like a brand new dinner, for example, every time. If you know you don't have a big family, you can cook for 2 days, you know. Put it in the fridge, and the next day you just warm it fresh and start eating it again. Or you can just try to cook at least 3-4 times a week if you are somebody that ordering food all the time. Not just this ordering food or buying packaging food and put in the oven or just eating like that. Not just it's not good for your health, but it's going to make the factories to make it more. And also, we're going to do more global warming problem then. Like the stuff that we buy that we don't need. All the time buying stuff we don't need. I think we have to calm down about that. And if we have too much money that we cannot use, we can help the needs. You still have children that cannot go to school. No money. They don't have a pair of shoes to wear. Nothing. I know about this. I have an organization. Although my organization is new, I've not get any sponsors yet. I've not get donations yet for people. I have a donation, one lady and one Gambian man and one Gambian lady, sorry. They donated my first fundraise donation, not fundraise, because I've not done like GoFundMe, but I was looking for fund for the lady and her family in Tanje, Gambia. And one Gambian lady donate her about 110,000 is about 130 pounds or around. She was so happy like diamond. She have 2 children that have to go to school. Those children are still waiting. Nobody to sponsor them yet. Although it's not expensive to sponsor them. Just £100 for the whole year. These children will go to school. And this school is a private school, by the way. This private school. These children will be thinking they're going to heaven because they come from extreme poverty. If you see their house, they don't even have a bed. One of the Gambian man donate them bed. They never even have a bed. If you see where they are. I don't know if they have a bed before this condition. But I know they live in that compound for a long time. I don't know if they have a bed with the children before. You know, like, it's 5 children. Some of you saw that video, but this video is not for that. But just for example, so many people need help all over the world, Gambia or not, here in UK, Scotland or not. And you have people that have money, their own family members or other people are needing help so much. And they're not going to help them, but they're going to buy so many stuff that we don't need. And then they're going to complain about global warming. Oh, life is finishing. Don't you think instead of doing that, you should think what causing the global warming and then think A, B, and see your contribution about that. Try to use recycling, try to recycle stuff, try to reuse stuff, try to cut down certain stuff that you're buying and wasting your money unnecessarily. For example, I'm just talking about this for us to use it for other stuff as well. Like, for example, every problem, let's look at what's causing the problem. This is why, for example, I'm focusing for people to not cause childhood trauma for young people, like SA or serious beating, or the child growing up with no school education, or just people giving the child FGM, especially as a woman. Because the man, what they're doing is different. They're pulling the thing and, that's different from the woman that like Gambia is fighting for that to come back. They're fighting right now for underage marriage to come back. This imam called Imam Fati. He's like the number 1 enemy of the Gambian children, especially the girls, but even boys, because where they go to learn Quran in the Dara and even schools or homes, people are beating them too and even essaying them, these young boys. Also, a lot of them don't even have school education also. And he's not going outside to protest for that, for the boys. The girls, they're suffering even more. But he's not going to protest for that, but he's going to protest for people to FGM the girls. And a lot of people are supporting him for this. Although some people are saying no, a lot of people are supporting him. If you go on my TikTok, you see the videos I post, even this video, some people will comment insulting me and saying they're supporting him. But a lot of them will not comment because of what I just said now. But if you go on my TikTok, or if you speak Gambian, or you just go on the Gambian videos and watch on TikTok or here, this topic is burning on TikTok now. Right now, this FGM and just underage marriage, this thing that he want to come for this thing to come back to Gambia, the topic is burning on TikTok. Go and see the comment because they're commenting in English. See how they're saying that this is good, stop this, you're copying the Western mind, you're very wicked, or you're rude, or we are behind the Imam, whatever he said is fine. Some saying that it's Sunnah, it's Allah who says so. Sunnah is something that when you do it as a Muslim, it's fine. When you don't do it, it's fine because it's an extra deed. The Sunnah, one of it is to eat with your hand. The other Sunnah is to be smiling, be a nice, genuine person. The other Sunnah is to love your neighbor. The other Sunnah is to marry a widow, somebody that is a widow, their husband passed away. Or themselves, they divorce. You marry them, that's a Sunnah. And they hate those things. When the woman's husband passed away, they said she's a witch, she killed her house, she get rid of her husband. And also it's bad luck when you marry her, you'll be, especially if it's 2 men that, God forbid, that can happen. God forbid. People die of accident or something, God forbid. Oh, then that woman is a double witch. They'll be like, you marrying her, you want to die? And then a lot of these people that their husband died in the war, the Prophet ﷺ time, those are the people that the Prophet and his people used to marry their wives. The Prophet, one of his wives was young, which was Isa. The rest, none of them was young. All of them, lot of them were divorcee people. From the first wife, Khadija, who was divorced. Some people say she was divorced 2 times. Some people say more, I don't know. But I hear 2 times a lot. And she used to have 2 children as well. And she was older than him. Some people say 15 years, some say 20. And now the wicked people are going to say right now that, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're like, I hear this. You're like, some people say this. You should recite. Doesn't matter that she's older than him for 20 or 15. She was older than him. How many of you can marry a woman that is divorced 2 times or more and have 2 children and older than you 15 or 20 years and you stay with her for 25 years, 10, 5, and without marrying somebody else, without betraying her, even if the woman have money or the woman is abroad here and bring you here? How many of you will stay with a woman like that? Exactly. So at least he stayed with Khadija and he never betrayed Khadija. Khadija helped him to save this, to start the whole journey of the religion. After that, that's when he have all these other wives, and then that's when he have Aisha. Aisha was younger. That's the only part that you guys copy, the Aisha part. You love the Aisha part, the young woman part. Now, you don't even look after these women and love them and house and clothes and feed them. And to marry a second wife is a sunnah also. What is more than the sunnah? That is the first wife that you have. You have to house her, clothe her, feed her, and definitely never, ever, ever, ever you sleep with someone outside of marriage. Either you're married or not. Which lot of you love doing. Lot of you master your game of suffering women and children. The game of not knowing the women and children value. You mastered it. Lot of you. Especially African Muslims. That's the truth. The women have to wake up and know the reality, know how to protect themselves and their children and tell the truth and agree with the truth. I know you're going to punish them, you're going to be angry with them, you're going to isolate them, you're going to call them names, you're going to bully them. But no matter how long it's going to take, these women have to know that until we face that bullying and pain and fight for once, just like how people fight and free themselves from slavery. Physical slavery, how we used to fight it and free it. If we don't fight like that by telling the truth and agreeing with the truth, we can never have peace, because even siding with people that are suffering us is still more painful than agreeing with the truth to protect us. But guys, this Women's Day, I don't want this video too long. I just want us to learn as a woman, to learn to agree with the truth, to learn to protect ourselves. Look at a lot of these women that are siding with men or just women in general that are afraid to tell the truth to protect themselves. Don't know their self-worth. Don't know their self-value. Don't even know how to eat healthy. Or get up and go for a walk. Or say no to stuff that you have to say no to. Even if you have a wrong friend that you know don't love you is your enemy. Calm down. It's just a friendship. Tell the truth when you have to tell the truth to anyone. But women that will never learn how to love themselves, they don't allow anyone else to love themselves. Whenever I'm talking about FGM or underage marriage or just serious child beating or SA or even bad marriages, these things that I fight for to end. Bad marriages, a woman shouldn't give it, a man shouldn't give it. If you want to get married because it's genuine. Treat the person genuinely. How you want them to treat you. Good. Or don't marry them at all. It's not by force. When I talk about it, they say that I'm bad and that I'm insulting people. They call everything insult. When I talk about people who marry you and they're cheating and lying and doing horrible stuff. Some women do that. You marry them and they're cheating and lying. But for the most part, if you marry a woman that loves you, you're not 60-year-old and going to marry 20-year-olds. No. Like a pedo. Because a lot of you behave like a pedo. You only like young people. You hate people that are not virgin. You hate people that you think are not young. That's why you don't respect women that are married and divorced. You call them jeg, rampagn. Some of them even say that they're like, your V is expire because you're married when you're young, or you're married this many times, your V is expire, and you're here talking on the internet. Some young men from Gambia and Senegal do videos, especially Gambia, because of the FGM that I'm fighting, and because of this imam that I'm saying to please him and his group to leave children alone and don't traumatize them. You have young men that is promoting this, that are making this type of videos for me on TikTok, guys. And people are liking the video, laughing, especially women. But they know they're doing that to themselves, or they're not well. It makes me laugh when I see that. It's sad. I'm laughing, and inside I'm like crying, because I feel sorry for these people so much. I know that the young people have to grow up repeating this pain, and they don't deserve that. And I see how these sick adults are promoting the pain to continue. They love young people. If they cannot marry you, they will essay you. Lot of them. And they love the pain. For example, this FGM. Lot of the women were talking yesterday in the video, crying, talking about how this ruined their life, how they're still suffering from this pain. Some are adults who are married with children. Some are in abroad here, like Sister Binta, who live in the UK here. And they're talking in the video, crying, and you still see some men laughing and saying, the white people pay you money, that's why you're doing like this. What white people paying us money for this? I wish. I wish. Because I deserve every money that I have from my talk. But how do you think the white people will give you money for you talking for your sick community to wake up? They don't give you nothing. They don't care about that. They have their own people to deal with. But you're bullying us. Or you think that you cannot tell the truth without money. That's not even the truth though, for you. You never tell the truth even if you have money. You thinking you cannot talk without money. If you have money, you talk. Even if it's a lie, you will talk, especially if it's a lie. That's why a lot of you even support certain political party and it's fake. It's not like because you think, for example, this party is not working the government, or this party will do better. It's just because you hate this party, or you hate this particular tribe or person. That's why you're going to vote for this person. That's how a lot of you even vote. Even politics, you do like that. You bring your fake hypocrisy in politics also. Your lack of self-love and lack of self-dignity and lack of telling the truth. You also bring it in the politics. I swear this video is going long, and I never planned this video to be long. But it's hard to talk to my people because the community is sickening. Guys, it's sickening. If you know exactly what's happening in the Africa community, especially Gambia and Senegal, billahi wallahi tallahi, you will not even sleep at night. Even if you're not from there. You will feel sorry for us and the children. And especially women and children. Because you cannot talk without being paid. That's why you think that when someone is caring and nice, you think people are paying them. Me, I don't blame you for thinking that I get paid, because I do videos for years for free. 7 years. And what I get from it, bullying, calling me name, using my underage arranged marriage stories to bully me. Isolating me. Even when people watch me, when they say I watch Amy, you're telling me, you watch Amy? Are you crazy? Why are you watching that woman? She always insulting men, or sis this, sis that. Some of you even call me bully. What am I bullying? When I say that don't bleach your skin is very ugly, and you're gonna look like a rotten tomato. When you bullying yourself, your dark skin, and your entire generation, your entire tribe, your entire race, you bullying them that their black skin is not good. That's why you're getting rid of yours. And I'm talking for the young people to know that this is sickening, so they don't copy you. That's what you call bullying. What about you guys that is doing videos every day, insulting people's mother? Telling, I'm going to put this whole building in your mom's V. What about you guys that is gossiping all day on the phone? What about you guys that cannot even drink moringa, or listen to a video that is telling you to drink moringa? You bullying yourself or what? Now, what about the people that is selling skin bleaching and other people that are bleaching and making videos and saying the black is very ugly? You guys are so dark and ugly. That's why you're wicked, because you're dark. We the light-skinned people, we are the good ones. Even though you're choking yourself to be light. That's not bullying. When I say that men who marry you and are lying and cheating, and even women, people who marry you and are lying and cheating, but in our community, it's mainly if you marry a woman that love you, like I said, if you're not 60 and you're marrying a 20-year-old, you marry somebody that love you, okay? And you know they love you. For the most part, I'm talking for Gambia and Senegal, that's what I know most. For the most part, if you marry a Gambia or Senegal woman, at least 8 or 9 out of 10, if you choose a wife that love you, she cannot just betray you and start cheating and lying and doing horrible stuff. Unless you have to be cheating and doing bad stuff and she cannot take the pain anymore, then she start doing that. Or you marry somebody who don't love you. But for me, a woman shouldn't just be like, my husband is cheating, I'm tired, I'm gonna cheat. No. Leave them alone. And leave the marriage alone. Or stay there one, if you're gonna stay. Because a lot of you rather die than living. You call us that live a bad marriage, a bad woman. This is how sickening the community is. They blackmail you, gaslight you like they're talking to 5-year-old. They're like, if you cannot bear a pain of marriage, you're not good. Have you ever heard that before? A marriage doesn't have to come with pain. A marriage is just the two people that decided they want to spend their life together. It's not by force. I can live my life, you or not. I'm not married for years. What's wrong with me? Every day I'm looking more beautiful, isn't it? Exactly. You can live your life, a man or not, a woman or not. It's up to you. It's then if you choose to live it with a man or with a woman or with whoever, just tell them the truth, treat them nice or leave them alone. But why are you forcing this person but blackmailing them to take your nonsense? If they don't take it, they're bad. Certain word that Africans say, especially Gambia and Senegal Africans, if you guys hear it, they talk like a good woman should know how to bear the pain of marriage. You know what they mean? They mean when the man is cheating, when the man is neglecting you, when the man is even beating you, when the man have money and giving it outside but will never give it to you, especially when he's Muslim and Allah told him to house you, clothe you, feed you and your children. It's his responsibility. Even if you're working, he's not supposed to look at your money. That's Muslim marriages. And they're not doing that. That's why a lot of them are marrying other women, because they're not doing what they should do here. Some of them, what they're doing, when they're doing it here, they punish you for it. They're like, you should be lucky and allow me to do whatever the F I want. You should shut up because a lot of your mates don't have this here. So you're lucky I'm doing whatever I'm supposed to do. By the way, how expensive it is to do that now? To look after someone, their house is correct, whatever they need is there. Even if the house needs painting, you paint it. If you have to change the sofa, you change it. You have to change the bed, you change it. They cannot need anything. Even a bed sheet, you will buy it. Their clothes, even earring is going to be from your pocket. Food, the same. The house, even water, electricity is going to be from your pocket. How expensive it is to do that for someone with their children in this DNA? I'm asking you. Lot of you, especially some of you abroad, is the government that looking after your own children. Some of you in Africa, your children are feeding themselves on the street, or the government having access to the children because they're stealing and doing horrible stuff because you cannot look after them. I'm talking about children that are young. I'm not even talking about 18 and over. Because you cannot even give their mom enough money for food to cook for them. But you have money for girlfriends. You have money for marrying somebody else. Come on. And the women, they see everything. Most of you, this is the lifestyle you're living. The 2% that don't do that, you call them weak and afraid of their wife. They're weak and they're afraid of their wife. That's why they're good. That's why they don't do all of these things. They're doing what Allah tell them. They're doing what a good man shall do, Allah or not. You say those people, they're weak and they're afraid of their wife. Some even say that the wife take them to juju, yeah. Maybe that's why they're good. You that is not good. How many times your wife went to juju for you to be good? Which is why I don't promote no one to go to juju for any man. If this juju thing was working for man or woman, by now all of Africa is successful, good marriages, successful developed country. Exactly. Give up all of this nonsense, please, for this Women's Day today, especially if you are a woman, but also men. Love yourself. Agree with the truth. Tell the truth. Somebody's calling me. I have to end the video because somebody's calling me. Agree with the truth. Face the reality of knowing that if we don't agree with the truth, we are faking, we can never get anywhere in life. And this is very serious. Look at our society and our people. And look at how our people are running from Africa, coming to another land that a lot of the time people don't even want you there and you have to stay there. Your children born there facing racism. Why? Because the fact that your own land cannot tell the truth, cannot bring up children without childhood trauma and give them basic school education and human rights so they can focus and learn and be developed. You cannot do that. But then you're going to run from the consequence of you not doing that. Come on. What type of mindset is that? That's not just cowardly, but it's like some mental illness, you know? And people are losing their life for this, trying to come here. In Africa also, people are just losing their life because of unhealthy eating. Bad food is rampant in the country. All African countries, I'm calling on you to check the food that is coming into your ports. Don't allow any bad food to come into, and you open door for every bad food to come into the country. Please. Check the companies that are bringing food for your people to eat, even medicines. Just like I'm saying, Gambia, few months ago, around, it's just 1 year now even, when some of those children drink paracetamol syrup that's supposed to cure them when they're not well, when they're having temperature or something, that was getting rid of them. How did that get to the country? And the Indian people who make it, they say that they only made that for Gambia, not for their country. Look at how embarrassing and disrespectful and insane is this. Why they have access to the country that they bring in bad food like that. Cross Africa, please. Look at your borders, what's coming. Sorry about this ice cream van. And the window is open. Look at your borders.